welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will kick it away first. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will come out first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Evans. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Firing to the right, complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Troy's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snagged in the middle. It's Worley. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his man. It's Boyd. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's reeled in. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The short hands. It's Williams. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 21 to Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Wallace. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone as the Troy offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive with a pass. On target to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Punts it out of the air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. Barges ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Trying play action. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Butler. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Boyd. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that they're